Welcome back to Revolution Idol. Right now we are at a point where we probably have to refine. I could wait for 252. It's not that long until we get there, but I feel like we should just refine since we are going to need some more power here. So we're not close to refine node 62 sadly, so instead we're just gonna buy one for refine node 60, and actually let's polish in the meantime so in the background it can run. And what else do we want? We want refine node 1 and refine node 16, and then we can upgrade it again if we refine twice. So let's polish again and then wait for a little bit, and then we can refine again, polish again. This is basically what I've been doing when I am farming refine node points. So there we go, there's another upgrade. Let's see what else we want. We want some of the polish enhances, and I think so. This one is 7E26. That is quite expensive if you ask me, but also kinda doable. So right now we have 3.8 E25 and we have mineral 245, almost 246. There's 246, so it's 4.6. We need like 14 of those resets, probably 15 or 16, in order to get our global element multiplier up again. But it might be worth it to actually do that, because then, yeah, our elements are going to be faster in climbing. And I think we need that in order to get our zodiacs to +1 ethereal, which I think is probably the next thing we're going to look towards. So reach 4k attacks is the first achievement, and then get ethereal +1 zodiacs through Unity. And reach level 300 merch. That is kind of what we're looking at right now. So I think what I'm gonna do is do a bunch of refine prestiges, so I can buy another level of refine node 60, and then also do some polish enhances, some rune upgrades. No, we can't. Okay. And some special mineral upgrades maybe. And then actually we should be getting close-ish to base level 2, hopefully. So that will be nice. But yeah, this is kind of the plan for right now. So let's do that. So after getting ethereal zodiacs, the most interesting thing that has happened so far is right now we have mineral level 260, which means that we can refine for 1.8 E28, and for refine node 62, which multiplies our first wind vector by 10, we need 1.0. So yeah, we're gonna refine and we will get a refine node 62, which is apparently a achievement. I didn't even know that. And now hopefully our wind gain will be good enough that we can also get the next tier, or well, the next rarity of, or not rarity actually, what's it called? It doesn't even say it, like the +1 ethereal is what I'm going to get at. So right now we have how much? We have 6.37 E16 wind, and if we go to our wind build like this, We go to elements, we get, ooh, okay, yeah, this is pretty big increase, 2.25 E15. So yeah, there we go. Look at it go upwards. That is what I was waiting for. So we'll let that run for a bit, and then also let's check what else we can do. I think, yeah, this one is 1.95 E28. So actually getting a few more refines in, so we can get that one as well, is probably useful actually. So let's do that right now. Let's swap back to our water build and go to elements. Yeah, this is good. We go to minerals and we go refine prestige a few times, like 7 or 8-ish times. Let's see how fast we get to 250. Pretty fast, I think. Our local game speed is 15k and only growing. So we're already at 250. So we can refine again, polish twice, etc., etc. And we should be getting to our 1.9 E28 pretty soon. Before that, let's also check out this. This costs 1 E28. This one is 4 E27, so we also can get that. And our next upgrade is this one, which is E30. Keep dilation tree and dilation points on Unity reset, which is actually really nice because then we can change our macro to be less annoying. Okay, so we are at 52 right now. Well, let's actually wait for 53. And 1 second, 1.7, come on. Or no, there it is. Okay, so 2.06. Need like a few more refined prestiges, not too many. And yeah, hopefully that will also get us the quality we need. So let's do this real quick. There is no easy way to do this besides manually, at least not that I've found yet. Maybe you can set up some like crazy macro that will actually do this for you, but I've not looked into that yet. I might have to soon. I think there was one achievement that unlocks macro blocks for generating elements. So I'm not sure how that works, but maybe that will actually be useful for these kinds of quick resets. I doubt it is though. I feel like it's just maybe you can set up like the presets for the Zodiac builds and then switch it to different elements, but I don't think that is super useful right now because we kind of need a way to automatically refine, and it doesn't look like there is a way to do that yet. Maybe there will be in the future, maybe I'm just missing something, but okay, we're almost there. Just gotta wait this out for a little bit. There it is. So now we can buy this as well. And our water gain is doubled again. And that also means that our wind gain is now times 20 in total from before we started this recording. And let's see, I do think we should refine once more. Just to get this. Or actually, no, this isn't that easy to get, so that's like 4 more refines. Instead, actually, let's wait for this a little bit. Let's polish then after. And then switch over to the wind build. So we can see how much wind we are getting. So we're now at the 1.86 E17. Let's wait for 252. Will only take a little bit. Yep. There we go. Okay, so now we polish prestige again. Let's go to astrology tab, wind, load. Alright, elements to E15. It was 2.E15, I think, and now it's 5.E15. So yeah, it increased roughly by 2, which was expected actually. And now we let this run for a little bit, and then we go check if we actually, I want to check right now if we already have enough. If we go to the water build and go here, no, not yet. Maybe if I actually unite, do we have it? Yes, there it is. All right, so we get the +1 right now. So I'm gonna get, well, first of all, we get the achievement, of course. And then I'm gonna get the new zodiacs, and then I will be back. Actually, let's check how much this is an increase. So center DTU effect is 4.1, and here it's actually lower because of the quality. So yeah, we will also have to make sure that the quality is higher by placing in the Pisces. So let's do that, and then unite again. Let's see if we can find a difference now. So this one is higher quality even, so 4.14, 4.0, so it's a little bit of an increase. It's not insane, but we'll have to deal with it. Let's get it anyways. Yeah, so I will do this and then I'll be back. Alright, so now that we have the new zodiacs, let's actually see how much we increase our stats with this. So let's load the water build first, and let's go here. So it's 3E16, not much of an increase, which was kind of expected, since it is basically the main one that I've been running constantly. So it is increasing in the background while I wait for minerals to get back up to points that I am actually satisfied with. Speaking of that, let's polish and let's look at the fire build. So right now we are at 1E20, and our score says it is 3.8 E18. Let's stop the macro. So we're gaining quite a bit here, which is nice. So let's keep that on for a little bit, probably until we get to E21. Alright, so this took roughly a few minutes, and now we're at E21. I also actually put on the time clock, so it's a little bit faster. And now let's go see how much earth we actually got. So let's load this, and let's see, Unity elements. So we're at E16, however, we don't have the macro running, so let's see how much, if it increases at all. Yeah, 1.6 E17 roughly. Okay, so yeah, that increases our earth quite fast, which means our gold is increasing quite fast, so as we can see here pretty clearly. And that should also mean that we get some venom tipped charmers. Yeah, there we got one. So we also get a little bit more, yeah, 1.7. And let's actually see if we can sacrifice anything. Yes, we can. So let's also do that. Sacrifice these. And there we go. All right. Oh, even more sacrifices. Of course, as our gold gain skyrockets a little bit. And now we're gonna wait to E20. This is not gonna take too long, and then I will go to, wait, let's actually, because I do think we should polish then. Yeah, well, our PP gain is not that much actually, and we're already to 55. What are we spawning in terms of level? 242, okay. It's not that much of a increase. We can polish if we want to, but I don't think it is gonna make that much of a difference. we'll see. We can actually check that, how much of a difference it's gonna make. So right now we're only a little bit away from E20. So we're gonna wait for that, then swap over to wind, and that is basically the game cycle we are gonna be running right now. So every time we kind of have to get new zodiacs and just get those and rerun all the elements, etc. So let's swap over to wind. Let's load this, yes, and go to elements. Hold up, we first do have to activate our macro. And we get 8.2, 8.3, E15. So let's see if we polish. So if we polish prestige, 9.2. Okay, so it's a little bit of an increase. Is it worth it? Probably, yeah, actually. So it does mean that we get wind faster. And, well, we're gonna wait for this to increase as well. And that will also increase our luck, which means that we can get better zodiacs. And then we continue this loop over and over and over again until I think it is time to refine. And then if we refine, we probably get some better refine nodes. So the first one that I'm looking for is 63, and then the cheapest one is 64, which boosts Relic 4. Actually, what does Relic 4 do again? Relic 4 is luck boost. Okay, so that's also pretty useful actually in our current game state. So yeah, that's basically what I will be doing in the coming days, and then after a while I will check back in and see how far we got. Alright, so in the last couple of days I have just been, well, farming away at my elements. They are all in some kind of 30s range, and in the meantime we have been letting the minerals run for quite a while as well. So they are now, well, my highest mineral is 290, which we're gonna refine now because I want to see if I can finally push things forward a little bit. Our PP gain is actually quite a lot higher than it was before, so that's pretty good. Which hopefully also means that our wind gain is a little bit higher. But okay, the main course here is that we can get refine node 66, which is one of the achievements. And now sacrificing relics doesn't reset our relic level and automatically sets to the max level. So that is pretty convenient, since now every time I have to go here and then just sacrifice stuff, but I do think it is now automatically. I'm not fully sure, but I really hope it is. Alright, so we can also get one of these and one of these upgrades, and then the remaining stuff will go into refine node 1 and 16. So yeah, that hopefully will also progress us a little bit further, but I kind of doubt that it does that much. Besides, we can already prestige for E34 right now, 6.3 E34, which means that if we refine prestige right now, we're already at 1.6 E35 again, which is pretty fast, I would say. I might be doing this for a while. Also, look at how many magnets I have. I have instantly gotten 1.11 magnets, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so what I do want to do is upgrade these a little bit to E34-ish as we can. And then also want to get the generation rate upgrade for both sun and moon runes. since that will produce us more runes, and runes are great because we still want some special minerals. I have also been spawning special minerals, and our progression is almost, or well, it's getting close to base level 3. So that's also a milestone that we're looking for. And then the next refine node that we actually have is refine node 67, which is not super useful. Attack prestige resets nothing anymore. So right now it does, of course. But yeah, it doesn't seem that useful. And then after we are finally getting close to Tarot, we're like E10 away from actually unlocking Tarot. So yes, it is gonna take a little bit more, but at least we're getting somewhere. Or at least I hope I am getting somewhere, because this part of the game has been very slow, to be honest. Actually, let's check if we can get some new zodiacs here. So let's put in our Pisces build, if we can, and then it's still, well, the quality is E63, so that is actually quite a lot better. So I might, yeah, and it's +4. So I am gonna get some new zodiacs and then see if we can progress with that a little bit. After doing a few more Polish prestiges, we have now got most of what I wanted to get. And now I also have the new zodiac loadouts, so I want to check. It is currently on the water one, and I also had it on wind while doing this, so that those two won't really progress that much, but I want to see if there's a big difference in earth gain. So we're at E35. It's a little bit. Probably gonna push this to E39 in the end. And then the next upgrade we can get is like the wind node 6. So that's also something I'm working towards. But okay, let's check how much earth we get, if we get anything at all. E35 as well, so we can push that one to E39 probably. And let's just check wind for the sake of it. E28, so maybe we push that to E33, though it's really slow. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna push fire and earth a little bit longer. And besides that, let the minerals run for a bit and see how far we get there. Because, yeah, things are very slow right now. So it's just a waiting game. We have now reached a point where we got the achievement of our elements only being a multiplier of 1, which now means that our entire debuff for the element gain is gone. And yeah, that's pretty significant, I would say. Also, I got the Lucky Luck Crystal to sacrifice, which means that we got a little bit more luck. And I'm kind of curious if we go into our water builds or our full Pisces build, if we can actually see any difference here. Oh yeah, okay, we got +5 now, which I'm not sure how much stronger it actually is. I don't think it will be that much stronger, to be honest. Let's see. So here's our +5, and then we have a +4 here. So achievement 29 is not gonna be that much better. No, nothing at all. Center DTU effect 4.544, 4.595. Okay, so It's a little bit of a difference. Is it significant? Not really, but it is an increase, so I guess we'll have to go again and redo all our zodiacs here. Okay, so we're already back now with our improved zodiacs. And, ooh, okay. Our luck is so much higher, actually. Wow. Alright, well, that's great. Let's let it run till E36, maybe. And then we'll see if our other zodiacs also increase this much. I'm really surprised it's increased this much, to be honest. I was not expecting that. So yeah, let's wait for it, and then, or in the meantime, I'm gonna see. Yeah, our minerals are close to 290 again, which is the point at which I might refine again. So that's probably the point where I can buy another Note 60 and Note 64, which are kind of the points where we are improving right now. So yeah, let's wait for this to reach E36. Shouldn't take too long anymore. We're already at 8, and there is 9. Alright, E36. Now let's go to the fire build. Let's see. 36. So it's not that much, but it has increased a little bit again. Let's just watch for the earth build. It has actually increased quite a bit. E37. So yeah, if we stop this, then it shouldn't be jumping around as much. That's pretty decent. Okay. Also, I want to see how much my polish is increasing quite a bit as well. So I think we should also polish or do a long polish run soon. Let's wait till we are at E40 here. Alright, there we go. And then let's also put on our wind and E29. So we're increasing a little bit here, but it's not much. Also, how are we doing on the special minerals? So special mineral cost is now 349. Hopefully that will actually decrease a little bit if we let the wind run for a bit. So this is quite expensive, though we do have quite a lot of runes. But I'm kind of waiting for the Note 1 and Note 7 effect. So I do want to get those upgrades. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is let fire run for a bit, let wind run for a bit, and then water again and see where we stand. Since progress has been so extremely slow, I decided to actually go ahead and summon a bunch of special minerals, which got me this achievement. Apparently I reached level 3 on one of my special minerals, and the base cost is now 500. So that is quite a lot. Let's see. We do receive 10 extra slots for the Zodiac inventory, which is really nice actually. It was already looking pretty full every single time I have every single build. But yeah, now that we have all these extra minerals, let's actually sort everything. And our highest is still level 10, it looks like, for most of these. And let's actually look at the special mineral progress. Alright, yeah, we have 3 level 3 ones, and all the other ones are close, so base level 3 will mean that every time we summon a new mineral, those will be level 3. That is pretty good. I do very much like that. It will speed up the progress of special minerals a little bit. And I think I will keep spawning some extra minerals since we have a lot of runes until we are at spawn factor 5000. Let's see. Automation. So if I turn off this. Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. So 500 more. The base cost is quite high already. But yeah, I think it will be useful to spawn more because our progress is so slow right now that we have to do something in order to progress. So I think this is the only way forward. Let's see if we can progress using the special minerals a little bit. So we can summon another 250. So hopefully that will help us quite a bit. I think one thing that we will be looking towards is getting to attack 5000. So we're getting close. And there we are. Okay. So now let's look at the relic since we have a new relic now. And it is boosting our wind node. And yes, it is pretty expensive. So we're not yet there. But once we get that, we will be able to get more wind. And hopefully that will progress our wind. And because of progression in our wind, we should be hopefully getting this node. Relic 1 now applies to attack and ascension power. So once we have that, I hope we actually get to progress a little bit more. Let's also prestige attack here. Or attack prestige, I mean. So we were at 5001. Let's see if we progress anything here. The attacks are getting way slower whenever I attack prestige. Okay, so we didn't get any attack levels, but that's fine. Let's sort everything first by level, then by type. Okay. So we got a lot of level 11s, and if we look at the refine tree, our special minerals are probably all base level 3. Yep, looks like they are, which is great. We do like that. And we could refine prestige, though I'm not sure if it's worth it since all my nodes that I need are pretty expensive, to be honest. Like there is this one that is 2.38 E37, which multiplies the global element multiplier by 2. Kind of what I'm looking for. And then we have this one which boosts relic 4. And relic 4 is... which one? It is our luck boost, so maybe we get that one and we try to get some new minerals. Let's actually see if that works. So let's refine prestige and get this upgrade. Then we can also upgrade this guy and this guy. And let's polish here. So we're at 1300, which is really good actually. It is a lot higher than it used to be. And if we look at our refine, because we're pretty close to upgrading node 16 again, let's wait for that. If we can, it doesn't look like we can. Oh, maybe. Oh no, we're already at 280. Okay. Well, actually, no, we should have enough, no, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we refine prestige, get this upgrade. Polish again. And one more time. Okay, let's sort this by level. And let's see. We should, first of all, swap to our water build. Then put in the Pisces. This pop-up is annoying as hell. Okay, where is our other Pisces? There it is. Alright, so let's see if we unite right now. Yeah, we get 6. That was expected, but yeah, there we go. We get 7. So I'm gonna, of course, get some new zodiacs again and hopefully progress a little bit then. Alright, now that we have our new set of zodiacs, let's see if we get any progress at all. I kind of doubt we do. Alright, we're in the fire build and yeah, it's not moving. So that's yeah, not great. It's a little bit higher, maybe. I'm not sure. Alright, let's move on to Earth. Okay, and it is a little bit higher, but again, nothing significant. And then we have wind. Let's check it. Yeah, it's not even close. And lastly, water. 38. Okay, that's actually doing something. So I guess we'll let the water run and then cycle again through the other ones. But yeah, progress is super slow right now, and I think I'm gonna wait until I finally get to tarot until I record again. So this is the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed. Not a lot has happened this video, but that's fine. Hopefully next video will be around tarot. So yeah, I'll see you then.